There was a TikTok of someone crying.
Come on.
When Heather got evicted, someone was crying.
Because I was like, it'd be cool to come out with like a cool first trap. I came out. Every video was Jack Joseph top 5 autistic. Do you know how crazy that is to come out to? Which housemate did you get on with the least?
No, I'm gonna answer it.
Really? Yo, yo, yo. Hello, everyone. We are back again with another episode of the Low IQ podcast.
Yay!
Now, today's episode is going to be slightly different. If any of you haven't watched Locked In yet by Foot Asylum, just skip this episode, probably. It's going to be... None of this will make sense to you. If you are here from... if you're a viewer of Locked In and you've just joined us, big up them, man. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe and all that. But anyway, we are out of Locked In.
Yes.
And today I'm joined by two very special guests. Introduce yourself.
I am Michael Hamilton, probably Jack's duo in Locked In, but we didn't get shown enough.
I know, it's fucking great. we got to talk about that. But yeah,
we actually have to. And then you've got...
And I am Mia Mon. Mr. Toast, Saviour and Guardian.
Yes,
Mr. Toast,
indeed.
AKA Abdul.
Abdul.
Is your actual second name Mon?
No, it's Monaghan, which is an Irish county.
Monaghan,
but no one ever pronounced it right. It's always.
Are you
Monaghan.
Irish?
I am. Yeah, my dad's Irish.
So you're Irish and born.
I'm half Irish.
Do people know you're born in Crawley?
No.
No. Yeah, it's crazy, right? So me and Mia were born like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, I heard you lot having this conversation in the house.
Yeah, you were born in the hospital that my mum works in.
Yeah, how weird is that? She could have given birth. No,
what?
What is it? She could have birthed me.
She could have given birth to me.
We're sisters and brothers.
We do look fairly similar, I think.
Do we?
I think we do.
No.
We've got a great look about us.
No, you. Yeah, we were saying you look what is it? Persian, isn't it?
Persian?
Persian.
Oh, Persian. Yeah. Like Iranian.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I look Iranian.
Mia's actually black.
Is it? Is that what that is? Really?
No, she actually is.
For audio listeners.
For audio listeners, Mia has raised her hand.
My granddad's black.
Yeah.
Or he was. He died.
He passed, but he's still black. He's still black. I reckon he's still black. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he probably is. Yeah,
he probably is.
Right. So Locked In. Yeah. Let's start with the basics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before the whole thing, we were nervous.
Yeah. Oh, I was so nervous.
What was your thoughts before it?
Like the week before, I was on my period and I was in bed, like crying my eyes out.
The fact that women have to go through that just does my head.
It just makes me so angry. And so many people don't get it.
I wish
No
I
one
just had
gets
to go
it.
through it, so you don't.
Thank you, Jack. If I could give it to you, I would.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd take it.
I was so anxious about it. Like,
so does that make it worse then?
yeah, honestly, like you catastrophize everything. Like I've
does that
cried
word
because
mean?
like I can't find a hairband before.
You
No,
cried?
you're joking.
Yeah, like not being able
What,
to.
pre-locked in or?
Just like pre-locked in.
You cried because you couldn't find a hairband?
Yeah, on your period, like everything's like the worst thing in the world.
So isn't it offensive if a girl's on her period and you say, and they get angry and you're like, oh, you're on your period. So you're not meant to say that.
No, you're not meant to say that.
But it does happen.
I think it's also because you're like invalidating if someone is genuinely angry or something is valid.
So you don't say stuff like that, right?
No.
Okay, I won't do
Yeah, we've got to keep that one out.
So you were on the
I was on the blob.
On the blob, it's crazy.
I was on the blob and I was just like getting really, really stressed about it. But then once that was sort of over, I was like, actually, no, it's fine. I'll be okay. I'll get through it. And I did.
Yeah, you said.
And what about you?
I was super nervous beforehand.
Yeah.
I kept asking that I needed to know who was on.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
I was like, if there's someone that's like too mad, I'm just gonna pull out.
Was there anyone that was too mad?
I say we just wait for a sale shot because I thought we had that plan for a different part of the podcast.
Carry on.
Let me recover quickly. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, like I was super nervous. I asked whoever was going to be on, I need to know. And then, do you know what bit was really nerve-wracking for me? I don't know if you guys had it.
Is it being sat in the car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know I was in there the longest?
Really?
Because I came last. Who came before me? I think it was Shalene.
Shalene, yeah.
Right? So I had actually arrived to go straight in before Shalene had even got in. When I arrived, Shalene was pulling in to the actual house, like to the gate.
Yeah.
She hadn't been like, her suitcase hadn't, because you know they search you, get a suitcase, blah, 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 blah. All of that hadn't happened and I'd already arrived at the house, but my queue was last.
So where did you wait?
I had to, they took me down the road, they drove me back out the house, took me down the road. It was like, put your hood up and like cover yourself so that you don't know who's going in yet.
Oh my God.
So you don't see who it is. And they told me, don't look out the window.
Did they take that?
I had my phone at that point. And then they asked me like, is there any like songs you want to listen to before you go in?
That's
and then
quite sweet.
They literally had me parked up between some bushes for ages because Shalene was going in. And then they brought me in, searched my suitcase, done the whole shebang. And then I was still waiting in that car for ages. How long were you lot in that taxi for?
Without a phone?
Without a phone, yeah.
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You had a great run.
No, I hated it though.
It was awful.
Because also that taxi, when we got into that nice car to drive us in, I was like so nervous and I was trying to make small talk, but he was just
He wasn't having it.
Bro, honestly,
he wasn't having it with me.
And I just felt so awkward because I wanted to have like one final chat
Yeah,
with like the outside
somewhere, yeah.
I said to him, I was like, you must really be used to this like one strip of road now. And he was like, yeah, I'm really good at reversing.
At least he made a joke. At least he made a joke.
He didn't make any jokes towards me.
He had no crack for me whatsoever. No jokes.
Because he was there all day and his one job was
to just
drive
go
about
there
60
and then
meters
go
up the
back.
road and then 60 meters back up the road.
Yeah.
Personally.
And the thing is, like, before Locked In happened, bro, I genuinely, like, I'd say for the whole week before, I was like, I'm not doing this.
Same.
I was like, I need to pull out of this because I was like borderline fucking panicking, like, every night I would have a nightmare about it.
Oh my
genuinely. And it would always be like really weird nightmares. And
like
then
what?
I had a nightmare about the dogs that I just get munched up by a dog. But then see, I do this really weird thing, right? Where I like plan things in my head and it'll be something as simple. I had like the whole walking into the house and meeting everyone planned out. I was like, how am I gonna shake this person's hand? And then when I walked in, you could probably see it in my eyes. It like didn't go right, and I was like, "Oh God, okay, this is all going wrong. Do I shake it like this? Do I fist bump this person?"
Plans out the window.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Okay, I'm freestyling this now." I was like the only one that didn't really know all the boys.
Yeah.
All the other boys like knew each other from before.
Even like Pie Face because of like Tays and
Pie Face, Tays, Scouse,
Scouse and Tays. Well, I know Scouse for like over a year now, and I've known Tays for like 2 years, maybe a bit over. So it was when I went in, that was what was making me sweet. I was like, I've got two people in there that I know from the outside world, done and dusted. But I was still just as nervous as everyone else. I can't lie. Like it was hard.
It was horrible.
I feel like as soon as I walked into the house,
but that was the worst part for me.
It changed.
What, walking in?
Well, the first day.
Really, the whole day?
The whole day I was like, oh my God, this is so frightening.
To be fair, it was so overstimulating walking into the house, seeing all the cameras, and like I feel like that first day it was so like high energy.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, when you're just not in the right, your energy can't match other people's. So I was like trying to, like, people would be like jumping and twerking. I'd be like, hey, come on.
Yeah. You're like thinking, where do I put myself in this situation? But I need to be included.
Exactly,
like, So you're kind of like on the sideline. Just like,
that's literally what it was.
Me and you have that so badly, you know. We've been showing each other clips. And like Jack, I'd say, is worse than me. When it's like time for like, you know, when someone gets evicted and you've got to like give them a hug.
Oh
and then,
my God, I hated it. I actually hated it. And the thing is, we talked about this, the worst part for me, genuinely, and like you probably won't even notice it in the edit because I don't think they'd show it. But any time, let's say we'd win a challenge, the whole team would get up and go, hey, and they'd all be high-fiving.
And you're like...
honestly, I'd be sat there thinking, right, do I go in for the high five now? What if they don't do the high five back?
What if they don't do it?
Look like
and you're on camera, you're looking like an idiot.
Yeah.
So like, I'm thinking about that all the time. Like, where do I position myself to make sure?
Yeah, I always hate saying goodbye in like a big group. I'll think about it for like half an hour before leaving, especially if it's like a group of people that I'm not really very close with. I'm like, oh, in half an hour, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Do I say goodbye? Do I say goodbye to everyone? Do I hug everyone?
Yeah.
Do I hug a couple of people and then wave off to the others? That's what I tend to go for. I hug a couple and then I'm like, okay, bye now, everyone.
Though when yours felt natural. When you left.
Oh, when I left?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I find it easier being the person that's like everyone's saying bye to.
Oh God, I'd hate that.
No, when it's you're waiting for your turn.
You didn't have to go through it.
Well,
when you're waiting for your turn.
I did, but it was just Tays and Pie, so we just took the piss.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I hate it when, that's like my worst nightmare as well, is when people, like you feel like people feel sorry for you. And they're like, not sorry for you, but they're like, oh, like, I hate that. It cringes me out so much.
We need to go back to that. We need to go back to that.
Yeah, we'll go back to that.
But I've got a question for you all after this. Okay, actually, do you know what? I'm going to do it now.
Yeah, do it.
Ranking evictions from awkwardness.
Okay, well.
I only saw a few.
No.
We know the most awkward.
The most awkward. Okay, most and least.
Heather.
I'd say Heather's one was the most awkward.
Yeah.
But, okay, people misconstrue this, right?
Yeah.
Because people assumed, because you and Mia went out same...
You and
Heather went out same day, right? And everyone was like, look at the difference between Heather's goodbye and Mia's goodbye. And everyone was saying, oh, that's because no one liked Heather. That was not
true.
The case at all. The reason that we didn't sing for Heather was because it was just so tense in that house.
It was ridiculously tense.
Also, we sang that to the left. They just
but no, we did. Yeah, we did sing. But should I tell you why they didn't put it in? It was so bad.
Yeah,
everyone's yeah,
and then it would like die flat, and then it would spike up for like 10 seconds, and then someone, like 3 people, would stop singing, and I'm thinking, what are we doing? Like, let's sing her goodbye. Yeah. But then I look like a devil that episode.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that.
I watched the clip as well, and Adiola comes down to speak to the boys and saying she feels really awkward. Well, I didn't know she did that because I also came down like a couple of minutes later and said the exact same thing. Yeah. Like, oh, she feels really uncomfortable. We all talked to her when she comes downstairs.
Honestly, that whole house was so awkward.
It was tense that day.
Because obviously really Tays was a bit pissed off. Like he was visibly a bit.
He was like
he just didn't understand.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say Tays was pissed. Because remember, I just need to put this as a disclaimer. We are in there for 24 hours a day, being filmed for 24 hours a day.
Yeah, that's another thing people don't realize.
And you lot are seeing half an hour, 40 minutes, maybe 50 minutes of it a day, and making like a whole thing saying that is the storyline.
They hate Heather.
Everyone hates Heather. Blah blah blah. Me personally, oh mate, I don't want to get into it.
Go into it. Digress.
First of all, that conversation in the huddle that we had was severely edited.
Yeah.
I just want to say
when you voted Heather out. Yeah.
It was severely edited, and all the bits that make me seem like the devil himself made it.
You're smiling. You're like, she's going,
and everything else was outside. We was in that.
So how did it go? How did the huddle go?
Okay, so correct parts that was in there.
Wait, let me give it some context actually first. So this was the day that the blue team had to vote out someone for the red team.
Yeah, the red team had to vote out
the blue team. And the blue team was me, Tays, Mia, Heather, and Ava.
Yes.
And they had to vote someone out.
Yeah.
And then
so we've obviously, it's shell shock at this point because we've like,
such a stupid game.
What a stupid game.
Slushies.
To trigger an eviction. And it was like, okay, cool. Let me get my wits about me. So I've gone in to the huddle and genuinely, I've seen Jack and Tays. I can't lie, I'm not doing it. I would have fought for them. We would have been there for half an hour. So that's why I said what I said.
Yeah.
Me and Jack have clicked since day one. Since
I get it. I get why
outside.
Don't
so
want to vote the
that was my point. It's never going to happen. That's why I said it. So I was like, it has to be someone else. So I've gone in there and I've said exactly that pretty much. And then I don't know if I should talk about this.
Why?
Okay.
What bit can you say?
Okay, I'll say what I can say. Oh, okay, all right. And then I have said I'm gonna vote for Heather because no one else is gonna do it. I know no one else would vote for Heather. And the reason why I actually said that, right, was because, well, there's 2 reasons. There are 2 reasons. number one, I wanted to put the vote on someone else because I wanted to square it off and give it to someone else because I know that if I voted for Heather, maybe I'll be the only one or someone else will do it, which means 2 other people or 3 other people have to vote for someone else.
Yeah.
Right? So I was just trying to be strategic in getting out of the anxiety part of it. So that was that. It ended up being a massacre because
you've taken the pressure off of choosing someone new.
As soon as I said it, right, Thomason said, well, if you're voting for Heather, I'm voting for Heather, right? So then Pi and Scouse have gone, no, Ava, whatever not, like for no mad reason, but I don't know.
It's for them. They'd spent every day with you.
They spent
this is what I'm saying. Like, it was unfair on Ava because coming in 5 days in is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have that whole...
And it's crazy splitting the house up. Like, we spent no time.
That was the worst part. That was the worst part of all of it. So to finish the story, like 2-2, and then it was flipped to Adiola, right? Now, we can touch on this subject now because we're all out of the house. But based on our time in the house and the bits that they don't see, remember, we've got no technology, but we were damn straight sure that it was the Heather and Tay show.
Yeah,
during the first year, we could feel it.
That there was an agenda. We knew.
Guys, the bits that you guys don't see, I'm getting called into the storeroom 4 or 5 times a day before lunch to talk about
Heather
Tays
and
and
Tays. Yeah.
What about me? What about Jack? What about you? Do you know what I'm saying? And these were the earlier days and stuff, right?
The first 4 days, yeah.
So
it was relentless.
It was relentless. And that was obviously the storyline that they were trying to build and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I believe in equal opportunity. And every single one of us were there to showcase ourselves, our personality, what we're about.
And you thought there was no way that they were actually going to send her home.
Yeah.
Like, none of us did.
When I did it, so they've cut that bit out completely, but when I did it, I had a talk with everyone and we was literally standing there like, they're not sending Heather home. They're going to bring her back. They're going to bring her back. And she didn't come back.
No.
Well, this is the thing.
She didn't come back.
They probably could have if she was the first out.
Yes.
And she would have.
Yeah.
But because Shellen was already out and you got out the same day.
Yeah.
They would have been so much hate if they bought
ridiculous amount of hate.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have made sense.
Wouldn't have been fair.
They would have, if they got rid of, if they brought her back, they would have had to bring probably Mia back or all of them back, or whatever. Like it doesn't make sense at that point. So yeah. I also, when I smile,
it's just awkward, isn't it? It's
like,
smart.
When I'm anxious and nervous, I smile, innit? Because I'm just thinking, I don't know what to do. So I can see the clips of people saying like I was the game player there, like I was the ringleader. I was just feeling very, very awkward like everyone else. Yeah. So I was just smiling. It doesn't mean I disliked Heather, whatever. Me and Heather are cool. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Literally, after the show, after the final, me and Heather went out for drinks. Yeah. You were there.
But people make all these weird assumptions, innit? Like, they just come up with all these conspiracies. And genuinely, like, because I promise you see the smallest amount of, like, the bigger picture. 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And so much happens at night as well. Like, the talks. Like, the night is where everything happens.
Genuinely. And they've got... In the whole series, how much night footage is there?
Fuck all.
Nothing.
No.
Even the night we did the Purge,
they've done like a 5-second segment of it.
Yeah, it was mad.
The preparation for it all
bro,
of that.
That lasted hours and hours.
Yeah.
Or the first night where Scouse breaks out, like he's debating on breaking out of that cell.
Yeah.
But honestly, about 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
and Pi's talking him down, and then he's like, "No, fuck it, I'm going." And they put, I think, just a tiny clip of him eating the pizza.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Great. I feel like the bits that these would have loved the most were those parts. Like, they were hilarious.
But the thing is as well, is because that night was when me and you flipped.
Yes.
Because we were so like...
Goody two-shoes.
Goody two-shoes. We'd just be nice all the time. And then I think the reason we flipped is because we were like, this challenge has been fucking rigged. And we were just convinced of it in our head.
Yeah.
And we were like, right... We were outside throwing cushions.
Yeah, we were throwing stuff.
We were fuming.
We were screaming, whatever not. And we were like, tonight's the night that we change. Like, no more of this goody two-shoes.
Yeah.
We're not going to be in our shell no more. We're crashing out.
Brock out the 9.
Brock out.
Yeah. And we did. And then honestly, so I said to everyone was going mental, and I was like, right, I'm going to have an hour power nap. I wake up, everyone's asleep. I get on my belly, I'm like, everyone up now.
Yeah. Genuinely, it was so good.
Instigator.
Like it's true. He got up and he's like, let's go, whatever not. So we've all got up and we're like, yeah. Jack's like, we're doing it. So
we had to do it that
We've
night.
all like gone under the covers so the camera can't see us and stuff. All ballied up, whatever not. Went to the camera, we're all going like that in the camera. It looked like a music video.
Yeah.
And then we all broke out, whatever not. It was sick. All of that for 5 seconds.
We were so confused though, because you were like bashing the pans in our room for honestly about 10 seconds. And then you ran back to your room. We were like,
yeah, but it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it was more like, it was like a 10-step plan.
Yeah, there was multiple.
There was multiple, and that was the beginning part.
Yeah.
But then Ava kind of messed up stage 2.
Yeah. Oh my God. We haven't spoken
what
about
was
this.
stage 2?
Ava's behind the camera, by the way. So.
Yeah, Ava's here. We'll get her in a sec as well. But the actual process of the purge, the anarchy, right? We were going to go back out, and we'd spoken to Ava and we said, we need you. Because she had obviously put Scouse and Thomason in
your room.
In our thing. So
Yeah.
she was like on our side. And we were like, right, Ava, we need you tonight. And we said...
She was down.
She was down, right? Down. And then we were like, right, what we're going to do, we'll just wake you up and then we'll get on with it.
Bring
the
her
plan
in
was
here.
to bring her into the prison. So someone from the bowling team had come into the prison so that they'd...
so we'd get in trouble
you
as
lot
well.
would lose.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you all get the punishment if Ava stepped in. So that's perfect.
Anyway, so we did the first thing. And then on the second one, we had everything planned out. He was looking outside for security. I was watching like the flanks and stuff. Scouse and Thomason go in. They go under Ava's bed and they're going, Ava, wake up.
Under her bed.
Ava's laying there with her eye mask on, just like a mummy. And then I think, what was it?
They going, Ava, please wake up.
Please wake up. Please wake up. And she went like this.
It won't pick up, but you could come over and say it.
Okay, go on, Ava, tell us.
Hey guys, I was sleeping in bed. I was feeling so guilty, like it wasn't even funny. Like I was like, how have they just brought me in here and they're forcing me to do that? Like, let me upgrade something. You're telling me I've got to downgrade too. That's crazy behavior, yeah. Then by the time they come to it, I'm feeling mad guilty. I'm by the jail for hours. I'm like, guys, yeah, I'll be the numbers of how many times we've guessed in 21 questions and stuff. I was doing the absolute most. And then when they come in to actually wake me up, I was just tired. So I was like, what are they doing? More. And Scouse and Thomason on either side, Ava. And I was just like, and then I went back to sleep and they tried again and I was like, no. And then for the rest of it, maybe like 3 or 4 more episodes again, every single morning I went and woke both of them up like that. Because I was like, how did they try to wake me up like that?
Yeah.
None of that made the edit.
None of it made it. It was so good as well.
There was actually so many parts like that were funny.
We worked out that they were putting us to bed at like 7, half 7 in the evening.
Oh my God.
And if you tried to talk to the team that were in the basic area, like it was getting a little bit loud, which I understand because there's a big group of us. They would send the security in to break us up. We weren't even in the room.
Right, yeah. So, literally.
We're not even in the room. We're just at the gate talking to each other, quite civilized.
This is the thing.
The security come in and split us up. It was ridiculous.
People probably think that whole prison bowling area is fake. I'm telling you.
It is real.
7 o'clock, they'd separate us.
And we're in there.
And we can't talk to these people in the prison, otherwise they'd send security in to tell us to move.
Get out, yeah.
Like it was mad. Like they were see, this is the weirdest thing, right? Before I went in locked in, I did a podcast and I talked about I was gonna go and bring as my luxury item FIFA. Because I genuinely thought it was like staged, like
and then after the cameras off, you could just have a little,
can just play.
watch a couple
One
movies.
Of the asylum people was like, "Oh, Jack's gonna have a wake up call."
Yeah, I did. Honestly, and see the thing is, I absolutely hated the divide because people again don't realize because people kept saying this year like people were teaming up in like different groups, especially like boys and girls.
Yeah,
but you don't realize the night is where everyone talked.
Yeah.
And that was your opportunity to really get to know people. And then
they weren't letting it happen.
It just wasn't happening because we were divided. There's certain people that you wouldn't.
I never spent an evening with like Shalene, for example.
That's what I'm saying.
Too hard.
Yeah.
Way too. You lot were not on the same team the whole time.
And then how are you gonna if it came to a vote, you're gonna vote.
You're gonna vote someone out that you
stayed.
That's on the other, exactly.
Like so, it's really hard to create bonds with every single person through the night.
Yeah.
And as well, you didn't see it, but me and Michael spent fucking every minute of every day together pretty much. And nighttime.
Literally, I spent the most time with him in the house than anyone.
Yeah.
But it looks like we just crossed paths a few times and have a few laughs.
I feel like I spoke to you loads as well. And
and there's nothing in one time.
This is another thing. Like you said, you got screen time from like episode 5.
Yeah.
So people just assumed you were quiet or whatever.
I'm not quiet.
So I promise you, and they didn't put it in. But when Mia left, everyone was
devastated.
So upset.
Yeah.
And like, because Mia genuinely, I'm not just saying this because you're here, was like a massive part of the house.
He was a big part of the house.
Genuinely. And
they haven't put me in it.
Genuinely.
I know, but this is what I mean. It's because they had these storylines to follow.
Yeah.
And like, because you weren't controversial. Like, I think they needed drama. But you were like you were the glue for the house, I think.
Genuinely.
Thank you.
And if Mia every day, I don't know, was chatting to Heather about maybe wingmanning or sleep in Tays' bed or Tays blah 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 or do this or do that, you would have been in the show so much.
Yeah.
I was talking to Heather about stuff like that.
But then more juicier.
Yeah, it needs to be
more juicier. But then you don't want to. You don't want to make it more juicier. But then that's not your fault.
Also, she didn't really want to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like anything that she would say that was like slightly controversial, she would go in and say, I don't want that in.
Yeah.
And then she didn't think that the clips that have got other hate online were going to go in the show.
Yeah. But that's the one thing they said to me before I went in is like, even at night, you cannot have a private conversation.
Yeah.
I got told off for going like this in the cameras so we could have a private conversation.
What do you mean going like this?
Because they have those really like...
the mics? So you're going up to the mics.
So we can have a private... But you can't. You don't get 5 minutes rest from private convos.
There was nothing that I said that I feel like I would...
there's so much.
Now.
I said so much that I wouldn't want to go in and it didn't go in.
But okay, that's what I was saying. So yeah, if you're having a private convo and it's about your personal life, they won't put it in because they don't want to like
get exposure or cancel you.
Yeah. But if you say something about any other housemate, even at night, if you're slagging someone off,
that's good.
They have every right, and you have no say whether it goes in or not. Yeah. Obviously, they do have our best interest, and they would never try and fuck us over.
Yeah.
I think that's why like Heather got quite a lot of hate, because the stuff that she was saying to the girls, like she wasn't saying it for no reason. They had conversations privately, normally at night, where she then got her back up about stuff that he was saying, so then was talking about it to us. But they haven't put any of that in. They've just put her, what it looks like is slagging him off when actually she's not.
There's a lot of context to everything.
Everything that's actually happened.
Yeah.
Everyone.
But the thing is as well, I keep seeing people online thinking like there's tension between people.
But there's like no tension.
There was nothing.
Tays and Heather, fine.
They were
completely fine.
Completely fine.
Yeah, completely fine. All went for a drink literally after the final. Me and Heather, completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Ava, completely fine. Heather and Ava, completely fine. There's literally between the cast, and this is the thing. You go on TikTok, there is an army of 12-year-olds
army of 12
but you
trying to kill me.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. What was
trying
the
to
hate
kill
like?
Ava. What was the hate like?
Because your hate was you were the ringleader for voting Heather up.
Yeah.
And that's an army you don't want to
That's an army you don't want to mess with, yeah. Yeah.
That is,
The hate for me was...
What's your favourite hate comment that you've received?
Someone called me a fat shit the other day and said, you fat... It was a guy called me a fat shit. It was a man. He called me a fat shit and he said, what I had it in for Heather from the start, and something about no wonder no one knows who you are. Something of the other. So when I obviously got had my phone and that, was able to reply and that, I just replied saying, I'm sorry I upset you, mate.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I bet that struck him deep. He's like, ooh.
Sorry, mate.
Did he reply?
He said, you were all right to begin with, but once you've done that with Heather,
yeah, they always
really
back out. They
so
always
like,
back
he started
out.
backtracking.
It's just honestly though, it's a bit fucking sad. Like there's people crying.
There was a TikTok of someone crying.
Come on.
When Heather got evicted, someone was crying.
Like I don't want to chat.
Oh, it's
honestly,
just a game.
No,
We all viewed it as a
listen.
game.
Yeah,
Guys,
it's nothing.
Please listen to this though.
It's mad.
People were crying.
We were crying in there.
We cried in there, but that was like for different stuff. But like people were crying, like over this,
yeah.
and then I'm getting slated. Like my hate was from Heather's army, and I'm thinking to myself, the person that you're defending
doesn't care.
likes me.
Yeah.
Is cool with me.
Yeah.
I could call the person right now and what's going on, Michael? What's going on, Heather? What is your problem then? What's your issue?
No,
but then you never get, because you're watching a show, I guess.
Yeah.
That's all they see. But, you know, it is mad. It is mad that a lot of people buy straight into this show. It's very convincing then, if that's the case.
Yeah,
and maybe well done to...
And it's just a younger audience as well.
Yeah, it
like,
is younger.
They're more likely to just
to
believe.
just be influenced by, inclined to just believe face value.
You didn't get much hate. You didn't get
any.
Yeah.
No. Well, the reason why I wanted to do Locked In was because, like, after my breakup, people were just so horrible to me. And like the messages that I'd get and like some of the comments that I received, it's mostly like private messages, what people decide to message you and no one else can see it. Like like people were calling me horrible names and like really attacking my character. And I know that I'm not like that.
Yeah, you're not.
And I knew if I just went on Locked In and I was myself, that people would see that
it.
I'm not actually like
Good
that,
idea,
like what people are saying about me online.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to do.
It's a good way to showcase it though, isn't it? It's like you don't have to say anything and you just have to go in there and just be you. And that's that. So, and
I know people in the house don't have like horrible things to say about me.
Genuinely, everyone. No, seriously, yours was probably one of the biggest dampeners.
But this is what I'm saying. People wouldn't understand that because they didn't see the whole connections.
Like, guys, I'm not even joking. Mia, it would be like, I don't know, whatever time it is at night, whatever not. One night I'll never forget. Genuinely, I needed her. I was starving. In that house, I'm not joking.
The food
is dire. Like it is, you are on survival mode. Super noodles or go bed. Super noodles or piss off, go bed and wait to breakfast, right? Genuinely. But then there was like these waffles, right? There was the potato waffles, beans. Oh my God, I've started to do it. We've had the bright idea to do it. I've kind of started it by like preheating the oven, no problem. Mia has made this meal for me, right?
I've heard about this.
This meal. Nah, seriously. And you know when you're in there, you appreciate that meal.
Yeah.
The potato waffles were stacked, presented as if to say I was
like Michelin star.
Yeah, Michelin star, genuinely. Presented with the beans oozing down like a tower, right? As she serves it to me, the salt and pepper is going on.
Oh, you did it in front of
Yeah, and the grated cheese in front.
On top. I said, Mia.
Honestly, when you left, everyone was talking. That was the talk of the town. These waffles.
The waffles were the talk of the town. Scouse Marley wouldn't shut up about
I've seen Scouse's clip in the shed being like, I miss Mia.
Yeah.
Mate, genuinely, all the boys, they were like,
you can't hear. Lovely. You can't hear. She's lovely. You can't hear. Every minute, like, proper missed you. Scouse really missed you.
But the thing is, people, again, probably don't realise why that was so special in the house. The food was fucked.
Oh my
In the previous series, if you lose the challenges, you just get given like fresh, like you get pasta, meat, veg, and you just make your own dinner.
Lucky them.
We didn't have that. We got dry ass chicken with dry, crusty rice.
And
mate,
a couple Doritos in there. There was like three.
Oh, that was the worst one.
If you were in that prison, it was like they purposefully made it as bad as possible. Like I know people are like, "Oh, I eat chicken and rice."
No,
this chicken, genuinely no seasoning, but it's also like it was microwave for about 20 minutes. Like,
they obliterated it.
That is exactly what it is.
And it's like people genuinely just didn't eat.
Yeah, you just throw it away.
Yeah, and even throughout the day, there was just nothing in the house.
One meal that we would actually have they'd come in and give us.
Yeah,
it's like it's from a catering, like a little like a food truck. People were starving in there.
Yeah,
you need to understand that we all lost weight in there.
I had to start taking pre-workout to do the challenges.
To do challenges.
And bro, the first one I did a pre-workout for, I was like, because everyone was like, I feel like it's going to be an endurance thing today or something. So I was buzzing off my face, and then I walk in.
Was it?
It was the slurp in the fucking juice challenge.
Is that why you lost? Why you're in the losing
That's outside the challenge room. That is.
Yeah, I was absolutely scatting out.
Like just walking inside, he's ready to go.
And the challenge was to drink.
Slurper challenge.
And bro, I found that so hard, that challenge.
I took one sip of it and I was like, no.
Bro,
yeah,
I got sensitive.
I was like, no.
Oh yeah, you lost that one as well.
I tried it. It wasn't for me.
I'll be real. I feel like Tays drank more than me.
He did.
He didn't.
Definitely.
Yeah, we all looked at it afterwards and we were like,
I looked at it as well and I was like, he's drank. I was like,
something's amiss here.
Something's weird about
I was like, Tays has drank more than me here, but they can't split them up.
What was your? I can't even remember what the challenges were now.
There was that one.
Oh, the headbanging one.
The headbanging one
was crazy.
We probably can't.
Okay, yeah, we probably can't even speak about that. But
I didn't even do that one.
I didn't do it either.
You didn't because the girls won it for us.
Yeah,
I didn't do it.
Also, the slapping cake thing. I wanted to.
Oh my god! I was so happy I didn't get.
I
pied
lost. I pretty much got pied every single. time.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah,
I wanted to do.
Every time we went into that challenge area after the pie challenge,
you could smell it.
Oh god,
you could smell it.
Yeah, it like rotten cream.
It stuck to the floor.
Yeah,
and then someone left their pie hoodie outside.
And it molded over.
It was just moldy.
It was whose hoodie was it?
Was it Adiola's?
Adiola's, I think it was.
Might have been Adiola's.
Oh, that's so
It was Adiola's. It was Adiola's. It molded over on the pie. Like, oh, it was disgusting. I had to give it to production. I was like, look, please
get rid of this. Please.
Like, it's in every shot. Like, just get it out of here. We can't go in the garden.
And then there was the dog one. That was crazy.
Yeah, I'm gutted I fell before it managed to bite me. I wanted to get.
Oh yeah,
I hated that day.
You had the nicer dog.
Yeah. Oh,
I
there
had
was
Odin.
two dogs.
Odin's the nicer dog.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
what was the other little shit?
The female dog.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, if you're ever if you're ever in a situation where you choose a dog to chase you, choose a male.
Choose the male.
The females are nutters. Honestly,
even the way the female was the one. The female one.
I've never
was
had
the
a
one
dog bark like that.
The female was the one that came into the challenge room.
Yeah,
challenge area.
Like that.
Yeah, with a high bark.
It sounded like a demon.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't even barking. It was like shouting at you.
Yeah,
like he was having an argument with you.
The other dog was so responsive
Odin.
and like obedient. As soon as they said get off, it was off of you.
Yeah. Like they would.
Yours bit you. Did like it got stuck.
Yeah. Well, so you didn't see this in the edit, but when that fucking girl dog would not hold up. I don't know whether she like forgot how to speak English or something, but the trainer was going, get off, and it just wasn't getting off. And it like got its tooth stuck. And genuinely, I was on the floor for like probably 2 minutes?
2 minutes, probably even over. Like 2 minutes.
Which is a long time to be on the ground.
With a dog.
Yeah.
Just going
its teeth was stuck. It was getting pissed off. So it was going, fucking. And I just kept feeling my arm just going, and the thing is, this is another thing you didn't see in the edit. I didn't realize it was the girl's dog. And they told us, when you're on the floor, do not speak, because if you speak or scream, it gets fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going like this, and I felt something just slapping my hand like this, and I go. I genuinely thought that he wouldn't let go because he was horny and he was trying to hump my hand. And
Where was his knob?
I was screaming because I was trying to be silent, but I was going, get his fucking knob off me. He's humping my hand.
And it was the girl that you had.
It was the girl. So apparently its tail was going like this.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
But I was genuinely like, I thought it was like excited by humping my hand. That's why he wouldn't get off.
Oh my God.
But it was scary as. Genuinely being down there for 2 minutes with a dog attached to me.
Yeah. My one was sweet. I mean, I personally didn't like that day.
No, the suit was so heavy.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, but Tays.
I don't know what you're going to say.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, you're supposed to run, dog's supposed to run.
Oh, yeah.
Right? for half of the other team. I'm sorry. The dog could have had a 3-course meal with dessert before they've let it off the leash. Tays has got 4 points from that one.
Yeah.
He was fast though.
I'll burn him in a race. I know guaranteed I'd burn Tays in a race.
Yeah. He got to 4.
He got to 4. No, because the dog was just chilling.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what? I can't go into it, guys. I'm sorry. There's certain things I just can't talk about, but I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Aggravated.
Yeah.
But it annoys
But this is why the things like the Purge happened, didn't it? Because everyone was just pissed off.
Everyone was annoyed at the fact that there was just some sort of, there was some sort of imbalance between teams, unfair treatment and what.
I spent 8 days in the balling bedroom on the trot.
Yeah.
In a row.
In a row.
Yeah.
Crazy. My little corner bed. I was like, I'm happy here. I'm chilling.
You literally won every challenge except one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Every challenge.
Every
and the slushy one, but I was sent home then. So I didn't get to spend the night in the jail.
Mental.
How did it feel actually? I just remembered the button. How did that feel?
Oh my God. I stood up to the button. My heart was like this, like pounding. It's such like, I was confident that I could play the game. Like it was just
all
the
of
nerves.
yours were good before that as well.
Yeah.
But then Shellen got a really good score.
She did that. Yeah. It was so shit that me and Shalene won the challenge and we were still up for eviction.
Yeah, that's
believe
mad,
that.
isn't it?
Like
what's the point of doing the challenges?
And then she fluffed.
Yeah.
She fluffed.
She went slightly too fast.
She went too fast. And then
Bless
for me,
her.
it was like clear sailing after that.
Yeah.
Plain sailing, she just bam. From when I saw Shalene's
felt
score,
so
I thought,
bad.
oh my God, she's gone.
Yeah.
Unless you did something really bad to fluff it.
Like let the nerves get
Like the nerves got to you that
Yeah.
much, but you were cool under pressure. Oh, it was sad. It's sad though.
That was hard. That was one of the hardest things to watch.
Yeah, that was difficult. And
Everyone's back to us facing the wall because you didn't want to.
I didn't want to put anyone off. The thing about it is, in that room, I think that was a very good challenge. That was the first good
I
challenge.
really
was a
liked
good
the challenge
because and can I tell you what it was? It brought an actual emotion to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, guess who is just who done this statement, who done that statement, and whatever, not cool, whatever. The button one, your heart was really going.
Yeah.
The room was dead.
When them
silent.
two were up against each other, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah. The room got hot.
Yeah, it was tough.
And I remember even when you're doing it, taking your own turn.
Yeah.
Mate. And then Tays bluffed me with that one. Do you remember?
Well, also Tays and Heather getting the exact same score to the millisecond.
We asked them
Can we
about
do
that, and they said that was real. They got the exact same.
The chances,
Okay.
1 in 11,000.
There was a 1 in 11,000 chance of that happening.
But if you get it within, if you're good at doing the game, it's probably
so
like
let's
1
say-
in
let's
100. If you're within
That's no. That still counts as a millisecond.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because it was put to 3
yeah,
decimal
right.
points.
So-
3
wasn't it?
decimal
It was to
points.
3
Crazy.
decimal points.
What? That's still crazy.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's probably more than 1 in
that's
11,000.
quicker than a click of a finger. So
A millisecond
you've got to realize that. Yeah,
That's probably a
we
millisecond.
can't even process that.
It's like,
It's literally not processable.
Yeah, it'd be like rolling your tongue, like. grrr.
Yeah. So genuinely, I didn't buy it.
well, they did come in and say that it was all legit because apparently it was Calix's thing, but it's crazy coincidence. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question shouldn't be, do we trust Foot Asylum? The question should be, do we trust Calix?
Yeah, maybe Calix set it up. Yeah.
And do
You know what I
we
mean?
trust Calix?
I
think we do.
I think we do.
I
think
think
we
we
do.
trust him. Yeah.
Yeah, I trust Calix.
He's not
Good game.
He's not fit.
Yeah,
for the
great game. One of the best.
I'm devastated that we didn't get to try it on the outside because
I
they
know.
actually had it in the
I
stores.
saw someone win on his Instagram.
Someone won.
really?
Someone won it.
What did they win?
10 grand.
Fucking hell.
Also, so I saw someone come. They got 9.999 seconds.
Gutted.
I didn't see the person that won though. That's mad. It's left London now though.
The games producer for Foot Asylum, he got it. Paddy.
Yeah, Paddy.
He got it.
Yeah,
He got it.
on that day.
He got it.
Oh, mate. Another challenge, which you two weren't here for this.
What was it?
The last day's challenge.
Oh, the drinking one, the awful milkshake.
I just realised, yeah, you weren't
When
here.
everyone was projectile
I
vomiting.
heard about it and I heard it was.
Bro,
That was
I haven't
fun.
seen it, but I don't know how they're going to edit that.
Because you can't put people being sick on YouTube, can you?
No,
they're blurring it. They're blurring.
I'm
the
telling you, there wasn't a moment where someone wasn't projectile vomiting. It was the whole time. And there was a moment, right? You probably won't see it. There was one where I was holding Tays' hand like this, and he was going, just do it, just do it. I was going, and I just go, projectile vomit towards Tays. It's all over the floor. And then I go down and I'm like, oh God. I look to my left, I go like that, and Pie Face's sick is on my hand.
Oh my God.
So instantly I looked at that, I turned around just throwing up. Every time I thought about it, just throwing up. And then I look back at Tays just like this, and Pie Face, and he's going, and every time we look at each other, we'd just be sick.
That is ridiculous.
But it
was
so the things we ate, bro, the first one was like meant to be a trick. It's meant to be, it's a bit not nice, but it's meant to be fine. I started gagging immediately. It was a pickled egg. And
Pie Face was asking for a pickled egg in the house. He was like, please give me a pickled egg.
Yeah, he was just like, lovely, lovely. But in my head, I was like, I couldn't stop thinking about those like fermented eggs.
Yeah, the 1,000
like, and when I was eating it, I was just
no.
And then we had a pizza with fucking bugs all over it.
I feel like I would have been alright with that.
Nah, that was
I would have done that.
Bro, it was
I would have
awful.
vomited everywhere as well.
We had a cow hoof.
That is meant.
Is everything cold as well?
Yeah.
The whole hoof.
Yeah. I swallowed it, all came back up.
Do you get the points if you sick it back up?
And every single thing I ate came back up. Every single thing.
But they gave you the points.
Yeah, they gave me the points. Because like, you can't.
In I'm a Celebrity, if you stick it up, they don't give you the points back. You have to keep it down.
Like,
what else was there?
the smoothie.
That oh, God, it's made me feel sick even thinking about that. That awful smoothie was the worst thing I've ever tried in my life. Genuinely.
What is awful? Like organ?
So it's like heart. It's like heart, liver, brain, like just the grim parts of it. Blended up.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
You didn't have to drink it.
Sorry.
Don't you?
Sorry.
You were sick.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Blended up together.
Yeah. But, hold on.
You're about to cry.
You're thinking about it. It was sick.
You had to drink it. Cry.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, no. I say we go past it.
There was
that's
so you drink it and it was like a thick milkshake of just like, but you get hold on, you get to the bottom and it's all like thick and it's like crushed up like brains and heart and that, and I
oh my God.
No, Jamie, stop.
That one was too real for me. That one was a bit too real.
Sounded close. It was fucking rank.
And you have to get to through the whole thing.
Yeah, so I finished it, and then there was just this sludge at the bottom, and they said you have to drink the sludge.
Sorry.
Do you know what your gag sounds like? It sounds like a pufferfish. Have you ever watched that video of a pufferfish eating a carrot?
And they stick the carrot down his mouth.
That's what you sound like. Yeah. What else did we eat? We had, oh my God, Carolina Reaper in ice cream, right?
No.
So it wasn't that bad to eat, like, because the ice cream for your mouth. A second it hit my stomach, I couldn't move for like the whole day.
I had one.
I know, and I don't know how you found it.
You had a whole one
well.
as well. That's crazy.
A whole one. And genuinely, so obviously they didn't show this on the show, but I ate the Carolina Reaper. I think so. My head was gone by the time I'd finished it. By the way, like I can't even remember how that challenge went, and I haven't watched the episodes, so I don't know. Right, but I do remember. I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Yeah, I saw like the dribble dripping off your hand. I was like,
so then that's when they rushed in, opened the door for me, and then I ran back out, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember from that part. I remember what happened. I've run upstairs, and I've literally, as I'm running up the stairs, I'm vomiting in my mouth. Just vomiting. Because my body wants to throw it back up. Got to the toilet, vomited it out. So now I'm rinsing my mouth, stuff like that, having milk. One of the production comes upstairs and she's like, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? Whatever not. So I'm like that. But it was so spicy that I tried to open my mouth to talk to her and I couldn't speak.
Yeah.
So I've gone like this. So I've gone, do you need anything? And I did. Like, she had like sweets in her hand, chocolate, more milk, whatever not. So then I'm like this. I'm like, I can't speak. Like I was going, and I was like, can't speak. And do you know what she did? She went downstairs and she's like, he doesn't want to talk to me, guys. Can someone else do? I'm like, no, I want to speak to you. I'm just telling you that I can't.
He doesn't want to talk to me, guys.
Got in your hand. Like,
I'm not talking to you.
I'm like, how could you figure that out?
I'm not talking to you.
Speak. I've got tears running down my eyes. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't want to? Give me the shit that's in your hands. I want it. Like,
that's true.
In the end, she came back up and gave it to me.
Oh God.
By the way, we never see people like that. They'd only come in for things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, things like
during the day.
We're just left.
You're just left.
Yeah. If it's like a medical emergency, lunch, obviously someone has to bring the 1 meal a
or
day.
if we like run out of bread or like milk or something, they'll come in.
Yeah. It's usually one person that we'd see.
Yeah.
It's the one main person that we'd see.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it.
But you can't talk or anything in that.
Yeah, you can't. You're not allowed to talk when
it's tough.
they are in.
I was gonna say at night as well, bro. That's when shit went down, like conversations wise. I remember. Oh, okay. This is another point I was gonna make. Sorry. I've always when I see people on like Love Island, I watch it and I'm like, grow up, like. How you're all crying and shit when people are leaving and you think you're in love and all that.
I got a reality check.
Bro, the second I went into locked in, after 10 days, I realized, holy shit.
It's intense.
It's intense.
It's your whole life. It's every minute of the day.
Yeah. Like I can see how people make those connections so quick.
Yeah.
And the thing I learned about it is genuinely phones are ruining people's relationships.
Oh, I didn't miss my phone at all.
Not one bit.
No.
I wish I didn't need my phone because when you don't have your phone, you actually like can bond and connect with people.
Yeah,
we got we got each other. All we had in there was each other. Genuinely, you got to remember how long it is. Like just from waking up in the morning, getting a shower, and then you're kind of sat around for hours before a challenge happens or something. All you have is each other.
Yeah,
and people that you don't know, and like there's literally nothing to do except for get to know them.
Yeah,
literally. Yeah.
So like it's a mad experience, and it's true. Phones are ruining lives.
I'd recommend it to anyone, like any other like creator or TikTok person or YouTuber. Like if you get the opportunity to do it, like don't be anxious about it. It's such
really
a
fun.
great experience.
Okay, I got a question then. If you were asked to do Locked In again, would you do it?
Like an All Stars.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not, so I don't know if it's because of the people I was with that made it so comforting.
This is what I think.
Because I feel like if I went back into Locked In and I had a different set of people, there's no way it's feeling the same.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I feel like
that's what the people last year said as well. They were like, "Oh, I'd do it again, but only with the same cast."
People. Like you're gonna like that high that we're probably feeling now to say like, yeah, we would probably do it again. I feel like we'd be chasing that in that house and you wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. It wouldn't be the same.
You wouldn't get it. So for that reason, I'm gonna say no, unless it was with the same people. Then
What about you, Mia?
I feel like I would do it again.
Yeah, she didn't get it.
Like,
Yeah, you just get on with
Try to
everyone.
have a moment there, Jack.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
I wouldn't want to do it again if they did the Divide again, though.
Yeah,
the Divide.
Big point.
It was just bad vibes.
Yeah, it was, and it was hard, and none of us knew that was happening. By the way,
looking at the other series, we were like, "Oh, this will be fine."
Yeah.
Only one person in prison. It's probably not going to be you. You might be in prison like one or two nights out of the 14 days.
And those beds.
Oh my God.
Was
when
no
you guys,
joke.
I don't know if it was you, but when you won the mattress toppers.
Yeah.
And it literally did fucking nothing.
Oh my God.
Nothing for the bed.
It was more uncomfortable with the mattress topper.
Yeah. Because it like made the surface area smaller that you were lying.
Yeah.
You were like sort of squished it.
Me, if you haven't seen me, I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
I'm
I felt
6'5"
so bad
inches.
for you being in that room.
It was like
I'm hanging off that bed and it's a metal frame. My ankles are on the metal frame. Like I'm just,
and
they're slapping the
that
frame.
room was like probably minus 20 degrees.
God. And we had no hot water for 4 days.
Oh my
God. For the first 4 days.
About that.
So getting out of that freezing cold jail and getting into a freezing cold shower,
Yep.
Oh, it was awful.
Bro, we were going through it.
Horrible way to start the day.
But we were like complaining, like, why are you doing this to us? This is really horrible. And they're like, to be fair, the water isn't supposed to be cold.
Yeah, they didn't realise.
No.
None of us had said.
Yeah.
But it was freezing cold for days.
Like, I was waking up in my coat. Like, I was waking up in my coat from the jail.
Yeah.
Getting a cold shower. When you were showering, I don't know what method everyone used for the cold shower method.
I just firmed it.
I just run it. Quick breath. Go in there.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
just as quick.
I didn't wash my hair.
I stood at the side and I'd like go and just throw the droplets all over me like this. Because I couldn't get in it like for that long.
I was doing like limb by limb and then I would splash the body.
Yeah.
I just got straight in there. Just mind over matter.
Yeah, that was brutal. Right, what we'll do now, because we're an hour in.
Oh my God.
We'll go into a new segment called Say It or Shot It.
Ooh.
Oh, this sounds good.
Woo. So cut away now. Okay, so this is our new segment, Say It or Shot It, Locked In edition. Ooh. And Mia looks slightly different because it's not Mia. It's now Ava. Ava's joining us for our little Say It or Shot It segment. So first question, I put a little poll up on my Instagram. First question that I got a lot of requests for this, right? Now I'll look you in the eyes, but I feel like I could tell if you're lying to me.
Am I first?
No, I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm asking both of you.
Okay.
In fact, I don't know whether I should ask a lady this.
No. Go on. Ask
Okay. So there was a lot of questions asking, did you fap in the locked-in house?
No. I
didn't even think
promise
about it.
you now. You know I didn't fap in the locked-in house.
He did say a lot of days. It didn't work.
I
told
literally didn't even think about it. All I can hear the whole time that I'm in there anyway is either you and Scouse having conversations or just people just singing or talking.
Or
not a single
pie-farted.
part of that. Exactly. Not a single part of that makes me go, you know what? Like, no.
It touches me a little bit.
Because the thing is, you kept saying yours
It didn't rise. It didn't work.
Once.
Not once.
Yeah. Because
I want to put a statistic out, yeah? A healthy male has an average of 11 boners a day.
Is it 11 these days?
It's 11
Oh, it's 7. Yeah.
right?
So you know,
they're not
as girls, you might not realize this, but you can get them randomly.
Yeah, they can just happen right now.
Not
You've
even
got a waistband it. But generally, okay, look, they're not like these ones.
No, it's like a
little like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, Jack?
I'm horrified. I'm horrified.
It's a little activity.
Can't wait to do the girls.
A little dig. Just a little dig, a little movement.
So you didn't.
Not even once.
Not once.
It was all just...
My
just
head
stopped
didn't
working.
take me there
Didn't
at
rise.
all. I had a little
Second you
photo
went
of
home?
me and my man. Still wasn't even thinking
man.
about it.
Second I got home.
Went to Pound Town.
Literally.
So dark.
Yeah.
Right. Well, nice. Good. What was the worst thing about the locked-in house?
People ask me this. It's just the food. Like, it's
Would you say the
literally just the food. Like, that clip of me, no one was being dramatic in that shed. Like, I'd have prison food. I want to say only 3 or 4 days, because then the day in between where I did win, because Scouse and Thomason ate the pizza and Pie stepped to do this puzzle, I had just a plain chicken strip with some moist, dry burger bun. It was actually horrifying.
That was bad.
Like, even when we were trying to work out outside, I had less than half of what I would normally start on with hip thrust. I lost vision.
Yeah.
Like, I actually lost vision because I was so underfed. No.
What was your worst thing?
I think I'm going to have to take a shot, brother.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the worst thing in the
I
house?
can't speak about it, so I'm just going to take a shot.
Go
Yeah, there we go.
on, bro.
I can't speak about that.
Are you sure? When she smell it, you might change your mind.
No,
Have a look.
I'm familiar,
Go on.
I'm familiar with the work of absinthe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had it.
60. Yeah.
Is that on a 60 ting?
I can't
Horrid.
talk about it. Nah, do you know what? I'm not going to.
I want to know what it is now.
I feel like you know what it is. I feel like we all
You know
know
what
what
it
it
is.
is.
Oh, I do know what it is. That's probably mine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
do.
reckon you'd shot it if I asked you.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. People are going to be coming out with mad conspiracies about that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's hard that.
That's medicine. What the fuck?
It's hard, isn't it?
That's heinous work.
That's a hard drink still. I can't.
Okay. Are you autistic?
The answer is yes.
Wait, I've got to have a moment here. Listen to this, yeah? It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
This is this morning.
This is this morning. Jack stayed at mine last night, yeah? A girl calls me that I know, whatever not, and she's just like, oh, I'm on the way back from her sister. She's on the way back from her sister's house. It's late at night. Do I mind staying on the phone to her for a bit? I'm like, yeah, because she knew I was up. I was like, yeah, it's cool. We was just chatting. So then my first Jack Joseph flex actually came into play. She had sent me whatever not. She was talking about online, whatever not, and a Jack Joseph came up in a meme, in a Foot Asylum post. And she was like, oh my God, I love him. I just love, like, she follows him as well. And she's like, I just love how he's so beautifully and authentically himself and he doesn't care about whatever, blah, blah. So obviously the big flex came and I was like, what, Jack Joseph? I was like, yeah, he's sleeping in my bed right now. Powerful play. Honestly, powers, right? And then she goes, no, this and that. And then she goes, can I ask you a question? Is he autistic? No, but genuinely, if you just get like a compilation of all the Foot Asylum moments,
bro, there is.
Jack's autistic.
I don't think people realize how much of like a spectrum autism and ADHD is.
100%.
I had to give pre-warning before I got in there because people are like, wait, like even now I'm like, because it's just how your brain is like wired. And like I said immediately before I went on, because I was in the back room for like a little bit before I came in for maybe like an hour or something. I was like, oh, Jack's got ADHD. I wasn't sure about autism yet, but I was like, well, that's definite, isn't it? And then when I've come in, I was like, oh, it's defo the tism as well.
Yeah.
That
was
so
the first
funny.
thing she said to me.
Do you reckon you got tism?
I did one of those online tests. And bro.
Oh no, I did one and mine saying, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have it.
I think it's necessary to get diagnosed, and it's not for medication. Like I'm not on medication. It's just for yourself to know and how it works and actually take it seriously. Like from year 7, my teacher was like, yeah, you know, you've got that, right? I was like, okay, mad. Went home and was like, no, you don't. Like you're fine. Da, 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 da. And then by the time it came to year 11, I got tested. She was like, oh yeah, that's severe. That. And then my mum got diagnosed and all my brothers got diagnosed. Like it was.
But this is the thing. People have been telling me for ages to get tested, and it's only since locked in. Because I was like, oh, it'd be cool to come out with like a cool first trap. I came out, every video was Jack Joseph top 5 autistic. Do you know how crazy that is to come out to? I had autism compilations on.
Yeah, he did.
That's beautiful though.
So now, I'm considering I think I need to be tested.
I think I might do. We'll do one.
We'll do one together.
Just get it done.
Yeah.
YouTube video.
Yeah. Opening our autistic results.
Gone wrong. Got sexual.
Oh my God. Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember when we was actually doing the porno scene?
Yeah.
The fake porno scene. They didn't put the whole thing in.
I was so upset about that because I was crying of laughter. When you went into the washing machine, oh, I'm stuck. And then Michael comes out and Michael is behind him, was like, let me help you. Let me help you.
Yeah, you know, like when the girl's like stuck in the washing machine, he's gone, I've come to help him. And I'm behind him, he's like, help, I'm stuck. And I'm also your stepsister. Yeah. I just realized.
and I was stood on the side.
Like, that was so funny. I was thinking,
big brother, like, what are you doing? Oh, no.
It's a whole family. Like,
so funny.
Oh, it was horrible.
It was so funny.
There was one here. Wait. Did you feel like a bit of an outsider when you was in the locked-in house?
No. Probably you would say yes or nah. Because honestly, it's day 5.
Honestly, no, I think the only time I felt like slightly awkward was after that first voting round. And when we came in, you said to me, like, you know, it's like this close between you and Heather. And I was like, huh. And then I felt a bit like weird for a little bit. But then obviously we went and like, we spoke about it and stuff. And you were like, I was never voted for you. Thomas was like, I was never voted for you. I was like,
facts.
Yeah.
I can't. Do you know what it is? Never mind. Nope.
But you got on with people like the second you went in there. Like
I think I found it easy. Like the only people that I knew before, I had done Simon with Tays and Pi. I didn't spend too much time with either of them, but I spent enough time to know that they're like nice guys.
Yeah.
And me and Shalom were following each other. And then we follow each other like just before we went in as well. So I didn't know I didn't know anyone.
I dropped my ring.
I didn't know anyone like too well, but when I went in, like every single person was just like welcome, and it was quite easy to like step into.
Welcomed?
Yeah, it was easy to step into, and like that's why I felt so welcome to the point that when we were trying to do the prank on you guys to say like, yeah, don't feel comfortable, I literally spilled it within like 3 hours or something. I was like, I actually can't even keep this out because I don't want you guys to actually think that I do feel that way because everyone's genuinely so nice that I feel like it would have brought people to a point of like, right, like I thought we really like you guys will be emotionally affected by thinking that I'm actually left out. So I got to say it, guys. I can't.
Okay, juicy one. Which housemate did you get on with the least?
No, I'm gonna answer it.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna answer it by saying, no, I'm gonna have to shot, but I'm gonna answer it by saying there isn't a housemate that I didn't get on with.
Yeah.
So I can't answer that question. But if I had to choose,
interesting.
If there was a person I genuinely had to choose where I'm like, okay, cool. Would I go for a Nando's with him? Would I see him like how I see Jack? Jack stayed at mine. Do you know what I mean? Ava was at mine last night. Me and you have gone out. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm taking a shot, by the way. yeah.
Can I join him? There wasn't anyone I didn't get along with.
Why?
Is it?
No, but there isn't. There actually isn't. And I don't want anyone to... I can't wait till I ask you these questions.
All right, go on. You can go next if you like.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question as soon as I do the shot.
Yeah. Did you have a shot, Ava?
I didn't. I thought we could say there wasn't anyone we didn't not get along with.
No, that doesn't count.
I'm going to get him twice.
Can I drink a different alcohol? Can I have the white rum? I haven't even...
Have the white rum.
I haven't even had breakfast. This is terrible.
Yeah, have what you like.
Leah, you are not getting out of this.
Nah,
I know you can put them away.
Yeah, you
don't
can
you
put
dare.
Absinthe
is you. Oh, I'll have the white rum.
No.
That was an option.
It's not for you.
I feel like there's no one that would answer that question apart from Scouse.
Scouse would answer.
Scouse would answer it, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, Ava.
Yeah, Ava.
No, I like everyone. No disrespect.
I can't. On a level, I wouldn't be the answer for that.
No, you actually wouldn't.
He wouldn't. She would.
Yeah,
he actually liked.
He actually really liked.
I know.
Ava.
That's why when we were in the shed afterwards. And he was not in the shed, so when we were in jail that night, after he had done like all the voting, he was like, John, it's crazy because I'd most likely to go for Nando's with you. After everyone did it.
Yeah.
He
I was
said
like,
that, yeah.
why are you trying to get me out?
It was genuinely just because you came on day.
Yeah, I feel like it was just a loyalty thing.
Yeah, no, I get that as well.
And that's got just, you have to just respect it. But like, his gun kept jamming. The way he tried to vote Ava out like 4 times and she wasn't going for nothing.
Yeah.
And then...
Bro, but that's why when it was me and you stood there and it got to Scouts, you could see Professor just laughing because I was like, why is he even answering the question? I was like, this is so dumb.
To be fair, that was harsh that day. Putting you two together.
I genuinely, when I got up, I felt horrible because in my head, if you remember the way I was, I got up, I think I gave you a hug, and then they even cut that flipping bit out.
They cut so many parts.
I gave you a hug, and then I stood other side of the monitor. And in my head, I'm looking like directly at the wall because I didn't want to look at the boys because I was thinking,
you know, you're safe.
I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, she's gone here.
And the thing is though, I was actually not upset to leave. I promise you I was not like that morning I woke up and I was like, oh, do you know what? I literally can't. Because when you're on film 24/7 and mic'd up 24/7, for someone that has like severe ADHD, and I hate to like keep rambling about it, but like when you have it, you already live in your head. When I walk down the street, I'm like, oh wait. Okay, it doesn't really matter what anybody thinks, but that's like you're on TFL and someone will see you for 2 seconds.
For 2 seconds.
When you're on film from every single angle of the house at every point, when you go to the toilet, your film walking in. It's just when you close the door, they can't see you. So it's like, oh yeah. Walked in on Jack having a shit.
Oh yeah, I know.
I was like,
Did you know about that?
Yeah, you told me.
Bro,
he was like, we don't need to tell him about that. And I hear him downstairs, hey, I've just walked in and we having a shit.
You literally come downstairs and said it directly to you. Like, hey,
but it was so awkward because when she walked in, I was thinking like what to say, and I just went, sorry.
Why was the door unlocked?
I always leave it unlocked, like at my house. So then I think.
So you just natural
I just
habit.
don't think about it.
But genuinely that day, I was actually ready to go home. So like I didn't mind. The only thing that bothered me is because obviously it's delayed. Like the episode's obviously delayed, right? So like the only thing that bothered me is that what the public had seen of me was like half of an episode by that point. So it's like that was the only thing that bothered me ever so slightly. But as I said, I was more than happy to go home. Like I didn't cry. I wasn't like, oh my God. I woke up that morning literally like I actually don't know if I can do this anymore. Because you're on film all the time. Obviously, you want to be entertaining. You want to be like a good person. You want to, you want to be like a character. Do you know what I mean? But oh my God, no. Like that one, I was just like, I have not got it in me. I have not got it in me.
I'm going to make you drink.
Go on, Ed. Go on. You can ask the questions.
I'm going to flip it back. I've got 2 questions for him.
You're flipping.
And this one's going to, the second one's going to get him. Okay. First question, we'll start off light because he might answer it.
Okay.
We're going to ask the same question. What was your worst thing about the locked-in house?
But this is impossible to answer.
Well,
it was
impossible. There's an option.
You might want to shot it.
There's a way out, bro. We can move on.
Can I say an answer that I can say?
No,
but you can take the shot after.
Real life answer or just grab the absinthe, bro.
It's the same thing as you.
Right, so.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's just a freebie, that.
I've got you. Keep the bottle open as well, by the way. Genuinely.
Are you going to ask me the same thing?
No. Keep the bottle open.
Next question.
Oh, fuck off.
As soon. All right. Keep it there. Next question. Next question.
Keep it there. Open
fuck
it.
Off.
Open it, Jack.
Fucking hell.
Okay, next question.
Oh.
Obviously, now we know that the answer would be no one because.
What is he about to?
However, gun to your head, if you had to get with one of the locked-in house members,
he's got a girlfriend
to get with, because he knows I'm not going to.
He's got a girlfriend.
But I know he's not exactly. Well, I know he's going to take a shot.
You're a bastard.
No. Okay.
You're a bastard.
No, I can't do that one. That was just
crazy.
Honestly, the girlfriend has ADHD as well. Look after her. Look after her.
Do you know what?
Cut.
Okay. Let me give you a better one.
If you asked me who I like the least, I genuinely wouldn't be able to tell you. I genuinely
you'd have the shot, but then
but I genuinely don't have an answer. And this is the thing, right? What people didn't see, the fucking girls all morning in that makeup room for fucking 4 hours.
Sorry. Thank you. We have to touch on this. Someone's had to say it. Why do you think there was a brotherhood? Because you lot piss off upstairs.
Honestly.
For the whole fucking day.
And you guys didn't see this. Everyone's having a go at the guys saying, the guys are hanging out and the girls are hanging out. No. Every morning the girls would take, up until the challenge, they'd all be in that upstairs. Makeup room getting ready.
And we're not going to waltz in while you lot are doing all your little makeup, you're in and out of the bathroom and stuff like that, and which is in the back left hand side.
Yeah.
When you have to do your hair.
No, I get that. But what I'm trying to say is, if we're chilling downstairs for 3 hours by ourselves, longer than that, with none of you lot there, and we're making content, doing whatever, blah blah blah, and you lot are nowhere to be seen.
So if anything, blame the girls. That's what I get.
Adiola last downstairs every day.
This doesn't need to be.
Adiola
it doesn't even need to be a split.
Heather before Adiola, and then it's like a mixture.
It doesn't even need to be a split though. It's like you guys had that time, we had that time, but then there's other times that as soon as you go to jail, you have more time. You have like, I didn't really feel like I necessarily had like a bit of a split between, like a big split between
there actually was
the men or the girls.
In reality.
Personally.
No, there was no split. But what I'm trying to say is, we had to just do what we could for ourselves.
You could have come upstairs, got your hair gelled.
No, we're not doing none of that.
You could have genuinely had a little moisturizer.
Think about it in the morning, yeah. Think about you guys who've watched the show. Think about in the morning when you'd always see Heather and Adiola having that chat in the girls' makeup room. That's because they were the last 2 out every day.
Yeah, they were.
I wasn't there.
They were the last 2 out. Like chatting, doing hair, makeup. They come downstairs so late.
That's what if they should have done. Get rid of that makeup room and have it in the bedroom. That would have been sick.
Yeah.
That's true, because then everyone's connected.
Everyone's connected
together because everyone was so separate.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the last things. Who would you say?
I genuinely don't even know if I have an answer.
This one's an absinthe one. You have to drink the absinthe if you don't answer.
Yeah, this one is.
It's got to be painful.
Is the absinthe one? Yeah.
Get on with it. This doesn't mean you don't get on with this person.
I know, but like I say get on with it. I know, but I genuinely don't know if I have like an answer because I don't feel like I've left there like, oh my God, absolutely best friends, like would fucking die for this person with necessarily anybody. Like obviously we've had a fucking like jokes time last night and stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we have a good time and like I have good relationships with everybody.
But you wouldn't, yeah.
But you guys wouldn't die for me. Like, come on, leave it. No. But it was just like...
I thought.
Yeah, it was building
something
special.
We might get there after the song, guys. Yeah. After that song last night, we really might get there. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, no, I actually don't know if I have Just give me the fucking thing.
Surely.
Last question. You telling Tays about what Heather said.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you just want to touch on with that whole subject in general?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot because like there's so much accusations that like get thrown and stuff online. As you said, they see like 40 minutes to an hour 10 every single day. And I think in that moment, I don't think people realize how actually intense it is in that time. So a few things I want to clear up. I have got a man. I am not secretly in love with Scouse. I'm not secretly in love with Tays. I'm not secretly in love with Jack, because that's just all these edits that is like online basically, right? In terms of me speaking like to Tays about that situation, I said in that room, like it probably never would have even happened if I wasn't locked in jail with him and Jack, with him being sad and then constantly talking about it. So for a good hour 30, I want to say, you were at like the jail gates, obviously feeling guilty. They're like, you sent her home. And you were there like, what would you leave for her, bro? Da, da, da. And obviously he's winding you up as well. Like he's making you feel bad as well. So they're going back and forth for like literally an hour 30. And I was just sat in the jail like, okay. And then they're asking me, oh, what do you think? Da, 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 like Tracy Wayne. I was like, okay. And it's not that what she said was like that bad. And obviously like, as Mia said, like he's obviously said some things to make her feel that way as well. That obviously wasn't in the edit. But on a level of just like, from that conversation with where I was there, like you can see in that convo, I said, okay, well, like obviously you've just said like, you know, you don't like, so I'm trying to like kind of hint anyway, like maybe you should kind of let him. Obviously she was like, I'll let him know. So that's not my relationship. So it's not my business. But from the second that I was left in that room with you guys and you're asking me questions, which bearing in mind, the last thing that I heard from her to do with it, like was that, do you know what I mean? Obviously she said, yeah, like she still has a crush on him and stuff like that, which is completely fine. But in my head, I was thinking, okay, but if that goes in the edit and then I'm sat there, like I went for an off-camera rant quickly as well for like 20 minutes. I was like, I don't know what to do. Because obviously I know she's only younger and I don't know if 2 years ago I would have done something similar maybe, because I don't know. I think when you do date people, obviously she went through a hard time in summer and stuff as well. So I can understand where her head's taken her to that place. But my only thing there was that with Tays, I actually had quite a good friendship with him as well. And I feel like he never done anything malicious, like at any point when I was left, like not even left alone, but even if I'm just like walking down the hallway, is like, well, you're right, yeah, like do you want something, da da da. Obviously you guys gave me the house tour and stuff when I've come in. So I think there was just a level of where I felt like, because he was being so sad and saying like he would leave for her and stuff, I literally said to him, her opinion could have changed in the last 2 days, like I have no idea. And I did not say to him what he said in the shots either. Like Jack was literally in the room. Like I didn't say to him in that way. I said exactly like what she said. And I said, her opinion could have changed in the last 2 days. I just feel like I want to let you know, because if that is in the edit and then I'm here like, yeah, like it's all happy fairies, then it's like, I'm then lying to you.
You're then lying to Tays.
Exactly. So that was just a moment of wanting to be real, I guess. Be a real person. And I wasn't trying to get myself involved. I was trying to be in. As I said, I didn't say this is guaranteed fact. Like I said multiple times, like her opinion could have changed in the last 2 days, like you never know. And yeah, as I said, like Heather knows that we have no issues. Tays knows that we have no issues. I was like, because the way you phrased that, I'm getting hit, he's creasing. He's like, no, I'm sorry. Like the words were just so big. I would just put it in my own words, which is okay as well. Like no one's going to be mad at anyone. But when you see 49 minutes, like you have different armies going for people. Like Heather's got Tays' army going for her young boys. Me and Michael both have like Heather's army kind of coming for us of like young girls. And yeah, I think it's, that's basically that. Like,
and yeah, a lot of it is taken out of context. I felt compassion for both of them, to be fair, because like from the start they were very much pushed into this whole relationship by everyone, like the outside world, like everyone inside was like, what's happening with Tays and Heather? Like all the comments were about it, so they probably felt a lot of pressure to just do it. And then also, you don't hear a lot of things that happen, like things are taken out of context. 100%. Both of them, like Heather shouldn't be getting hate either, I don't think. Like
no, not even.
Like I don't think anyone should have to deal with hate really, because like none of them were there, none of them were in the house, none of them are in that scenario being mic'd up 24/7. Like same thing Adiola said in like her bit. I mean, it's like she was just trying to have like that girls convo, and that's also understandable. The same way me feeling pressured being in that enclosed space with just you guys talking about it for like an hour 30, I felt like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. All right, Mia is back. Question 1. What did everyone think of America? Now I can answer this because I spent a few days with America.
Yeah, we were on the same team.
You were on the same team in the jail.
Genuinely, America was very, very pleasant to me and Michael. I think because I saw some of the comments when we came out, I think as a person she was a bit misunderstood and misunderstood because as a person she was very like real, and you didn't see that side as much. No, I don't think
she was camera. So. If someone was upset, she was like so sweet.
But this is the thing. When I did my secret challenge, it was you and America, and my parents actually said this to me. They said it was Mia and America who were the first ones to be like, oh, like feeling bad about it, feeling sorry for me. And America immediately came up and gave me a hug, and she was very like compassionate towards it. And if you ever felt bad, she'd always come up and be like, oh, is everything okay?
Yeah.
And obviously some of that stuff doesn't get shown because
and she would clean up after people, make people food.
Every single day the house would be spotless because of America.
Yeah.
And genuinely, as a person, she was very like I don't know whether like territorial, is that the right word? Like I feel like once she likes you, if someone was to fuck with me, she would back it, 100%. Yeah, well, not even back it. I'd be the one in the corner crying and she'd fucking kick off. But yeah, I genuinely think she was misunderstood and not enough was shown of her like true character maybe.
People just don't like loud women.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that probably is what it is.
Did someone just say, is it big?
Someone said, is it pink?
Oh my God.
Okay, this is a good one. How many shits did you have in a day in the locked-in house?
Oh my God. Okay,
that's
cool.
a great one.
First 4 days, no shit
I'm exactly the same. I did not shit for 4 days.
Yeah.
It was, and then I remember when I shat for the first time, I was buzzing. I was so over the moon.
It's because they didn't give us any fiber. There was no vegetables.
There was no vegetables, no protein, no fiber. It was pure cornflakes.
Yeah.
So everyone in the whole house, apart from Pie. He
was on 13 shits day 4.
Genuinely, Pie completely locked in with over 30 shits.
Yeah.
So when I was there, it was like 30 something. He might have been.
I think he had 3 or 4 a day.
Yeah, it was. He's averaging 3 to 4.
And then that one day we had chili. Every 5 minutes he was just...
He loved that Portaloo. He wouldn't even go in the toilets in the house. He'd take himself out.
Pie says, oh no, I'll go in the Portaloo. He's like, it's really nice out there. You get 5 minutes to yourself.
Yeah. So there was luxury toilets and then just some really grim Portaloo. And every time he'd go out in the Portaloo because he liked having that peace and quiet.
Yeah. Mental.
Was it enjoyable or stressful?
Mixture.
A bit of both, yeah. Mixture. I think I enjoyed it more than I disliked it.
Yeah.
But also my experience is probably different to everyone else's because I was in the good room for most. If I had to spend 7 nights back to back in the jail,
that was stress.
I would have been hating my life.
That was stress.
Yeah. The jail does make it a bit...
And the food and watching everyone eat a takeaway.
Yeah. And just the general waiting around for things to happen.
Yeah. The waiting around was really... When you heard that ding, rewatching it back, I was like...
Your heart even kind of goes,
and not knowing what was happening.
Yeah.
But genuinely, that prison bed, like... Looking at it on camera, it probably doesn't look that bad, and people will be like, "Oh, you're in a nice hot room. You've still got a bed."
Freezing.
Blitz in there.
Honestly,
and boring.
And and your sleeping bag, right? I had a sleeping bag with a coat on, hood up, laying like that. Your back's gone, your hips are gone.
Yeah, and like, you feel a metal bar in your back, the whole night. Like Pie was fuming.
Yeah, he was.
Did you gel with anyone in particular that maybe at the start you thought you wouldn't?
Me and Scouse got on really well.
Yeah, you did.
We've got this little friendship.
Yeah.
Have you noticed the way he texts? I don't know if it's just to me. He's really formal.
Really formal.
Yeah. Really formal. What did he message me yesterday?
He doesn't text in his voice.
No. Hi Mia, just following up. You're all good for 6 today? ?
Just following.
Hi Mia, appreciate you coming through today. It's really polite and sweet.
Yo, you good for tomorrow around 2-ish? Me, you, Jack, Mia, Thomason. I'm going to ask one more to pull up.
What? Yeah, I want to see what he said to me.
Okay, cool. I'm going to send the confirmation later.
Yeah, crazy.
Yo, Jack, are you free on Tuesday? I'm trying to arrange a studio for a Mafia game. Got a couple of the lads already down.
He's like emailing me.
Yeah, I know. But mate, honestly, I love Scouse.
Yeah, he's
such
a
nice, genuine guy. And I actually think he's hilarious.
He's so funny.
He's absolutely hilarious. All right, we'll do like 1 or 2 more. Who did you miss the most? Oh, actually, sorry, I was going to answer that last question. Person I didn't think I was going to gel with, but did, was Heather, I think.
Oh, really?
I didn't think our sense of humor would match.
Yeah, I thought this girl's probably going to be scared of me.
Yeah.
I thought she's so tiny. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just that.
And younger as well.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be shook at me.
I just didn't think our sense of humours would match from what I'd seen of her online.
Yeah.
100% as well.
But I thought, because sometimes I could be a bit dry or sarcastic, and I thought her sense of humour is a bit different. But mate, when I was chatting with her, she was like the most dry. She had like a very funny sense of humour, which was very similar.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one I thought. But yeah, who did you miss the most and why?
Outside the
outside.
Probably just my mum, because she calls me every day. So it was weird me not being able to, like, even the times where she didn't call me, she calls me so many times every day that the days that she doesn't call me, I'm like, what's going on? Like, when I was like, why didn't you call me yet?
Yeah.
And not being able to have her call me or me call her, I was like, oh, do you know what? I think I miss my mum.
Yeah, there was like bits where I'd want to message people to say something that happened, like something would happen, I'd be like, oh my God, and oh no, I don't have my phone to talk about it.
Yeah. Who did you miss the most? Both?
Oh, my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I bet you haven't gone 2 weeks not speaking.
No, not at all.
Crazy.
And then what was nice though is when I got my phone, it's like he'd been sending updates of like his life and stuff, like from the 10 days that I wasn't there, and like he had my dog as well, so like updates of the dog. Although he'd sent the dog to his parents' house, but I got out on the Monday. That Sunday, he left the dog at his parents' house because he thought I would be getting back on like the Friday. So I got home and my dog's not there. He's like, oh, I'm really sorry. I took the dog to my parents yesterday, but we could go get it tomorrow. I was like, oh no, it's fine.
Poor Basil.
Poor Basil.
My dog was called Basil.
Really? Oh my God.
He's dead now.
Yeah. I heard the was in there. And I thought,
what, like Basil 40 from
Basil Brush.
Oh, Basil Brush.
Yeah,
Basil Brush.
Well, we called him Bazza. Do you have autism? Yeah, there's another one. Right, we'll do one more. Oh, that's a mad one.
Oh yeah, whose were the boxers?
If you had,
who do you think the boxers were? Genuinely.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Who do you think the boxers?
We'll finish it off with the boxers question.
Should we all answer after three?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Thomason.
What? You think it's someone else?
He was the only person that had Primark brand boxes from the same pack.
That's a good point.
From the same pack.
Yeah, it was the same band.
They were a different size, but I think.
One was an XL. That was an XXL.
That was a double XL though.
Was it?
Yeah, but maybe he wears those to bed.
True.
Like a larger fit.
Yeah, because tight boxes to bed. I sometimes wear larger boxes.
It's true. It is true.
But Pi wouldn't swear on anything that they weren't his. But he also got all of his boxes out and they were all Calvin Kleins.
All ripped to fuck.
Yeah, ripped up Calvin Klein.
Right, so we're an hour 45 in, so we probably got to end it there. That's crazy that we've been
that is mental.
That long.
It doesn't feel like it's been
I know, innit? Right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the juicy gossip. There wasn't really much gossip. No. There wasn't much gossip from the house.
No.
Yeah.
None that we can talk about anyway. But hope you've enjoyed. This has been my good friends, Michael and Mia. Anything you want to say?
No.
Mia?
Yeah, let's just cut it.
All right. Cut the cameras now. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. If you got this far, tell us. What should they tell us? Tell us
who your favorite housemate was.
Yeah.
What your favorite episode was, and who
best bits.
Best bits. There we go.
Oh, we should have done best bits.
You falling with the curry was my favorite moment from the whole series. I had tears in my eyes, thinking about it for hours later.
That was that wasn't planned either.
Scripted. They told us.
Yeah, people probably thought it was scripted. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Bye. Bye.